the crowd will react to good performances and good passages of play, good tackle, things like that. So get the supporters on side early as we can.
Hasty low ball into the area that Desiree was just stretching for, but a luminous yellow flashes on there, bright pink socks. I mean, what would the dressing room would have thought of that when you were playing? As a header that might open up space for Bromley inside the penalty area. Joel Dixon comes out to his 6-yard box, doesn't quite get there. The move is still alive. This is a chance for Bromley back into the area. A drilled effort in on goal and buried by Michael Cheeks. 5 minutes in, and Hartlepool United find themselves behind. Just didn't deal with the ball into the box, and it was buried by Michael Cheeks, the man we were talking about earlier, his 9th of the season. Hartlepool United 0, Bromley 1.
Yeah, that's exactly what we said early doors, and that's where Cheeky wants it. He wants it in the box. He's a real handful when it goes in the box. We've got to try and get touch tighter. It's a real test now for the Hartlepool. I was fearing this little bit start because they did start really well Tuesday night as well. Bromley went 2-0 up early doors, so this is a test of character. They'll be looking to do that more.
Pool's 5th corner, curling away from goal. It's headed up but not out. Bromley trying to get it away. Zach Johnson in there. Crawford wins it right on the 18-yard line. Kieran Burton just shielding the ball with his body. Callum Cook stops the ball dead now on the edge of the area.
Nice.
Lays it off for Wallace, who looks to curl one to the back post, but it's easily mopped up by Bromley, only as far as Ferguson, who helps it on its way to Joe Mattock. Oh, now Mattock has been caught and Bromley can break at pace, in on goal, 1v1. Joel Dixon comes in, it's big, but the opportunity is still there. It's a real chance for Bromley, and good defending from Kieran Burton. But Pool's just committed too many bodies forward, and Bromley almost made them pay.
Yeah, he's got a big afternoon, Joe, helping the 2 young lads beside him. Got to use his experience and help the 2 young lads when they're playing against such a good centre forward at this level.
Callum Cook looking to pick the pass that might open up the Bromley defence. Instead he goes to switch it out to Zach Johnson. Now Crawford, who can hit them from there. Oh, and it's just a whisker wide of the right hand post of Grant Smith. Tom Crawford playing with confidence. It's Gloucester 1, Spennymoor 0 in the National League North here. Pool's looking for an equaliser against Bromley. It's flicked to the back post, Desiree and lifts it over the crossbar, high and wide. And this time, he's going to go long. Back to the advertising boards, he doesn't, it's a dummy, he drops it short. Pasleet tries to turn away from his man and does, curling into the box once more, but Pool's able to clear just outside the area, only as far as Topolage, who gets the better of his man, turning inside the area, lays it off. Another chance for Bromley, and a shooting effort that is plucked out of the air by Joel Dixon. And there is a mass of bodies right on the 18-yard line and in the 6-yard box. 2 clusters of Bromley shirts. It drops inside the area. Another chance for Michael Cheek, and it rebounds in off the crossbar. And Michael Cheek makes it 2. 2 for him and 2 for Bromley. And Hartlepool United, right before half-time, now have a mountain to climb, and yet again it's from a set piece. Pools don't deal with it. It drops to the most dangerous man on the field in a Bromley shirt, who makes no mistake about it. Real venom behind that strike, clattered off the crossbar, off a Pools shirt to cross the line and make it Pools 0, Bromley 2.
You can see there's a real fear there now, a real psychological problem here with set pieces. They're not going to be aggressive enough. I don't know, I'm starting to get closer. A number 9 who scored goals throughout the season, who I know the manager and the team would have done work on him. He's had, you've got to be so tight to him in the box, and he, to be fair to him, he's took his goals really well. This is a big test of character now for Hartlepool.
Who is tracking back and covering the space. Final 15 seconds of stoppage time as Topolage gets away from his marker, which is Crawford, who stayed down. Wallace just stems that attack once more. He's thumping the turf with his fist, and you can see he's got his hands on top of his head. I mean, that looks a nasty one, whatever it is.
The light's been, but they've got I mean, at the minute it looks playable, but it is getting darker on this near side.
It is, and it's the side that Hartlepool United are attacking. David Ferguson lays it off inside the area to Wallace, inside the 6-yard box. It doesn't quite make it through to O'Meara, and lifted back up into the area for Desiree. Free header that's down into the turf and saved by Grant Smith. with Corey Whiteley, Michael Cheek the goal scorer, and Lewis Dennis the three up front. Pools fighting for possession. David Ferguson winning it on the byline and then being dragged down. Is it a penalty or is it just outside? It is just outside, as Gloucester have gone 3-0 up against Spennymoor in the National League North. Free kick for Pools, lifted into the area. Free header, Desiree makes it count. Hartlepool United have a goal back. The floodlights may not be working, but Manny Desiree can still sense the goal in darkness, and he finds what could be a vital foothold in this game for John Askey's men. He can do it in day, he can do it in night. Manny Desiree knows where the back of the net is. Just running away from goal and trying to get away from the advances of Kieran Wallace. Topolage does really well to turn and then drive at the defence, and he brings in Whiteley into the 6-yard area and put wide by Cheek. We know when this place rocks, it can do magical things, and Pools, it looked a long way back. They've got a free kick deep into the penalty area, lifted back in the way it came. Might fall to Wallace, but Bromley are able to clear it and look to break with a long ball over the top. Kieran Burton was signalling for offside, but it hasn't come. Kieran Whiteley twisting, turning away from his man, and does so. In comes Crawhouse, back to Whiteley and buries it. And Hartlepool United concede again. It ends up Bromley 3, Hartlepool United 1. And question marks over the goal, but the finish was curling away from Joel Dixon, away to his left-hand side, through the legs of the defender. And now Corey Whiteley is playing up to the home crowd. Pools 1, Bromley 3.
Yeah, you always say you're most vulnerable when you've just scored. You know, Hartlepool have done ever so well to get back into the game, and it was just a long ball up front that we didn't deal with very well. And to be fair to Bromley, they've got players up and around the box, and they came to the edge of the box, and it's a good finish. But
as we await this corner, plenty of bodies at the back post. It's right on top of Joel Dixon. The ball ends up in the back of the net, but the ball actually went out of play. And now Bromley skip infield. This looks too easy. A shot from distance. It's crowded out. He rebounds kindly for Desiree. Needs a bit of help, and Joe Gray tries to provide it. Cook on the ball. Gray's there with him. Cook goes from distance. That would have been special, but instead it's a goal kick. And that, I think, just shows you the frustration, doesn't it, of Callum Cook this afternoon. Well kept by the Ravens, who move the ball back and then probe with a long ball over the top, and Whiteley does ever so well at the byline, goes past two, and then Dennis pulls his shot well wide of the right hand post to Joel Dixon, the way of Gray once more. Bromley, plenty of bodies back to try and just stem this attack, but Kieran Burton stepping out from defence once more. Out to the left hand side for Cook, who stops the ball dead. Ferguson is there with him. Cook delivers into the area. Desiree back to goal, lays it for Ferguson. The shot blocked and saved down low. Might get a second chance at it. Desiree with space. The shot gets met by Callum Cook, fighting for it and winning it. Good work from Cook, who comes away with the ball somehow. Hasty nutmegs his man. Cook just then gets the ball nicked from under his feet. A curling shooting effort from distance. A goal now for Hartlepool United would certainly make it nervy. Cook delivers into the area, free header from Matek, and he puts it over the crossbar. This needs to go in if Pools are to mount any serious challenge of getting a point from this. The 3-1 down. Ferguson lifts one into the area, headed away. Only as far as Hancock's, who dives in, and now Pools might get caught here because Bromley are in, accelerating, and they might be in one-on-one. Kieran Wallace trying to get back. The shot is beaten Dixon, and it's in. Bromley have the goal that makes it 4-1, and it's Fela Olamola against his former team, coming off the bench to provide the goal that makes it Pools 1, Bromley 4, and there is a mass exodus inside the ground. Pools fall to defeat, and that stretch without a win on home soil will be extended
very disappointing. Obviously Hartlepool were going for the goal, but you can see the ruthlessness from Bromley. You can see the difference in the teams, and you're never going to win football games when you're conceding 4 at home.